I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Let's Chase the Heat. It's time for another installment of Late Night Snack Time with the Scoville Squad. Here we are together again. This is a very special Late Night Snack Time review. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, this is Tommy Ray's Fire Roasted Salsa, Green Chili Salsa. There you go. There you go. In Robbie Vision. All right. Wood fire roasted because it's just that good. I'm kind of excited about this. Let me tell you why. One of my closest friends in life, I know I've told stories about him, but I've told stories about him on the live streams, the long ones, the 24-hour long ones. He's a friend of mine named Carlos, and he's just one of the, I'm not a young guy. In my life, I've had a lot of close friends. I don't think I've ever been closer to a guy. He's just one of the greatest guys in the world, and I love him like a brother. I want everybody to stick around after the review. Please, I got something really important. I'm going to need everybody's help. Okay? So before I get into this, please stick around. Make sure you watch to the end. I need everybody's help. All right, so anyway, Carlos, Carlos and I met Carlos working at a car dealership. For 3 months, I sold cars, and I met Carlos there. And he's just one of the greatest guys like in the world. And he and I got a job running a truck company. Talked about that a lot too on the channel. Anyway, Carlos was my transportation coordinator, and he was just we built the company from one truck to a bunch of them, and we just had a lot of great laughs. And he just, when we weren't working, we were together. His family was with my family was with his. He's just a super person. So hi, Carlos. But then he called me. He says, Johnny, I got started telling me that he and his brother are making some salsa. I said, you're kidding. How exciting is that? And he said, it was a very cool phone call, because it starts like, started making it for friends. They started liking it, started making more of it. They demanded it. It's that kind of a thing. That's every great sauce company, every great product. If you talk to the owners, this is how it began. And I mean everything from like Hoi Fong Foods, like Sriracha, all of that. Think of Frank's Red Hot. These were people that just had a cool thing and they started making it. So this is really cool. I got a letter. Look what's on the outside of the letter. And the light will go off. There you go. See all that sauce? He sent 2 jars. One was the red salsa. One was the green salsa. The green salsa survived the trip. The red did not. So, there you go. All right, so I'm going to do the green today. But anyway, I got this letter. I'm really excited to do these for you guys, because I love them. But anyway, it says, hello, Johnny. I'm Thomas, Carlos's brother. Now, I hadn't met Thomas, but I've heard about him. Anyway, I don't believe we've ever met. However, I want to thank you for taking the time to give me an evaluation and a write-up on my salsa. I always tell people it's the best when it's warmed up because of the nature of the wood-fired process. I didn't warm it up, but I'm going to take that into consideration after. I'm just reviewing it like I do everything. But anyway, I hope you find it to be wonderful. I'm excited about trying this. Thank you again, Thomas. I'm super excited. Let me tell you the ingredients on this. We have tomatillos, poblanos, Anaheim, habaneros, onions, molasses, garlic, cumin, Himalayan salt, black pepper, liquid aminos, and water. And I'll tell you what, it's really pretty. Look at that. Look how it's a gorgeous salsa. It really is. I like the ingredients. It's funny, as I'm sure you guys do this too. As I'm reading the ingredients, I'm thinking in my head what I think this is going to taste like. That sweet sound of success. All right. Oh boy. You can smell the garlic and the onion. Actually, I'm not even the garlic first and the onion, but they play together nicely. It really smells good. That's the dominant aroma, is just the, but you know what? It has a very, very fresh, like Thomas was in my kitchen. I'm like, hurry up, dude. I'm getting ready to make the video. Like he just made it. It has that kind of fresh aroma to it. In fact, please, if you're new to the channel, you won't have this probably, but if you've been around for a while, you do. So please kick on your smell-o-vision. All right. You see what I'm saying about that really fresh aroma? It just smells like Thomas just made it. And it has that bright kind of a crisp aroma. Very excited about it. All right, so Tommy Ray's green chili salsa, fire roasted. Johnny Scoville, and this could be your thumbnail. I don't know. Ha. It's on my carpet. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the. Wow. First thing, very first immediate impression, the texture is fantastic. The flavor's great. It has, just like it has that, so, things don't always taste like they smell. Sometimes you can have something that has a very fresh aroma, like just a really fresh, bright aroma. It doesn't quite taste that way. This does. The fire roasted is just amazing. But the combination of peppers, you have the poblano, you have the Anaheim and the habanero, and the tomatillos in there are just so good. Now, it has molasses in there, but it's not, by any means, it's not too sweet at all. Perfect balance for the sweetness. And the Himalayan salt is really wonderful too. They also didn't say, kudos for you, Thomas, for not saying Himalayan sea salt. Because people say Himalayan sea salt all the time, and if you've ever been to the Himalayas, that's not a sea up there. But this is very, very good. I'm going to heat some up after this, but I can see going through this jar very quickly. The flavor is fantastic. And look at the texture too. The texture is just beautiful. Let's talk about heat. It's got a bit of a kick to it. It wouldn't hurt you. If you're a non-chili head, it'd be, this is doable for a non-chili head. Like if you went to a restaurant and you put this out, or if you were watching a game, me, Thomas, and the family are watching a game, put this out, and there were people there that were not chili heads, they wouldn't dip it in there and go, it's too hot for me, I won't go back. They might say it's spicy, but they'd be going back to it. So I'm not exactly sure what they'd say for a non-chili head. One of us on the bus, if you're somebody who likes hot stuff, 4 or 5, probably 4. Flavor is ridiculous though. Very, very good. Made in Ponder, Texas. Carlos, Thomas, boy, you have my, it gets my approval, that's for sure. Now, they're, as far as selling this in the future, I will let you guys know. I'm not sure what, hopefully they can go and make a comment. So Carlos or Thomas, make a comment about availability of this stuff, or when it'll be available. Sometimes when I taste a product, I find myself, while I might like it, I find myself thinking of what I might do to make it better. There isn't really much I would do to this. I might make a super hot version, but that's spot on. That flavor is great. I can see like Mexican restaurants gobbling that up. I have to be their house salsa. Very, very good. Now, I really want to thank you for saying it, Carlos and Thomas. Thank you. I asked you guys to stick around. Please, this is important to me. Now, you guys know I'm in love with an Australian. I'm in love with an Aussie, and I'm moving there. When I was there last time, I met a guy who's been a friend of mine for years on Facebook and social media. His name is Chris Sewell. He's a madman. I get there. This is the true story. I'm in Perth. I meet him in Perth, and we're down in Perth, and we're at this place, Chef Kenny's Kitchen, and just a ton of people are there, and everybody knew me, and it was just a really cool time. There was an oyster bar. Everybody's eating oysters, and I was drinking there. This is right. It's the last trip I made when I was still drinking. But everybody's drinking beer and stuff, and we were hanging out, and I meet Chris. He's got red hair, big beard, and he's holding it like this, and he's got a braided beard down to here. I should have got the picture. I looked at it, and he pulled it off. He had it grown and cut it, but he had a beard as long as mine, and we hung out, and he's just a great guy, a great chill. He had a great Aussie, and this is the favor. I want everybody to. There's gonna be a link in the description box. Okay, I want everybody to please check him out. I want you guys to give him a follow. He's a little under 1,000 subscribers. He's fun. He's hilarious. He's gonna do different things that I do, but he's great. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'll put the link in the description box. If you guys can go over and give him a follow, see if we can get Chris over 1,000. He's a good dude. He's been doing this for a long time, and he's just good people. If you guys could do that for me, it would mean the world to me. And tell him I said, give him a hello for me. He's a good guy. He really is a good guy. When you see his content, he's hilarious. I mean, he's all Aussie. He really is. He's such an Australian. It's great. But that's going to wrap it up. Again, Thomas and Carlos, home run. Really great. I'm sorry about the red. I'm sure we can arrange to get a jar of the red here, but the green is off the hook. Thank you all for going over and helping my friend Chris. He's a good guy. He's a brother. I really do appreciate that. In the description box, you're going to see a link. You'll see a link for Chris. So go over to his YouTube and please give him a follow. Subscribe to his channel, please. Right there is the pepper. Click it. You're on the bus. If you don't want to miss a video, please don't miss a video. Click the bell for notification. You will see a Dropbox appear. Then what you do is you select all, but just visit us a lot or you will miss stuff. It's just how their notifications are. Right there is the Lifeboat, my brother's channel about addiction, recovery, and victory over addiction. Living a sober life. It's incredible. It's a great, really, really great channel, so check that out. Right there, more videos. I love you guys. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase. Hang on. Please tell someone you love them tomorrow. Have a great day. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the